Hola y buenos días o buenas tardes, año 7. It's nice to see you all again. Welcome to week 6. This is the final week of our online Spanish learning for the spring term. And throughout all of this week, we are going to be doing revision of everything that we have done so far this term. Okay, so this is lesson number 1. So please could you do a title of revision of module, subrayar con una regla, and also write the date, la fecha en español, por favor, subrayar con una regla también. Our lesson aims for this week are, so we are going to consolidate the vocab and the grammar that we've learned over the course of this module. So that's since the Christmas term, this spring 1 term. We're going to apply that grammar and vocabulary learned by doing some writing. And finally, we'll evaluate and set targets on how we can improve. That's really important. So your starter task is to recap the learning from last week. And I hope you remember what we covered. It was eyes and hair. I would like you to spot a mistake in each sentence. There are 7 sentences and there is one mistake in every single sentence. And I would like you to write the correct sentence in your book. So don't worry about writing it wrongly. You just need to write the correct version. Okay. There is an extension task as well to change each of the correct verbs to the third person. So that you would be changing it from the first person, which is tengo or I have, to the third person, which is he or she. Okay, so pause this video whilst you do that, and you're going to need about probably 3 to 4 minutes to complete that task. So pause me whilst you do that. Muy bien, let's see how you got on. It's always quite a tricky one to spot the mistake, but it's really good for your learning. So let's see how you did. So the first one you hopefully identified, the mistake was with marrón. It should be marrones. Tengo los ojos marrones. And it's marrones because eyes are plural, so we have to agree the adjective to the plural noun. Número 2, it's not tengo el ojos grises, it's tengo los ojos grises. It's los the eyes, not the eye. Número 3, it's not tengo el pelo negros, it's tengo el pelo negro. El pelo is singular, so the color adjective needs to be singular as well. Número 4, it's not tengo los pelos rubio, it's tengo el pelo rubio. I have blonde hair. Number 5, and you'll remember this, it's not tengo ondulado el pelo, it's tengo el pelo ondulado. In English, we say I have wavy hair. In Spanish, you'll remember we put the adjective at the end after the noun. I have the hair wavy. So that's the translation. Número 6, and it's not estoy moreno or estoy morena. We use the verb ser to be. Soy moreno, soy morena. I'm dark-skinned. Y número 7, it's not llevo pecas, it's tengo pecas. I have freckles. So please give yourself a mark out of 7. Hopefully you did well on that task. Let's look at the extension for those of you who really wanted to challenge yourself. Well done if you completed that. So you'll see answers number 1 to 5. You would change the tengo to tiene. And also for number 7, the tengo pecas would be tiene pecas, he or she has freckles. And number 6 wouldn't be soy moreno, soy morena, it would be es moreno or es morena. He or she is dark-skinned. Okay, hopefully you managed to remember that and spot the difference. Like I said, it was quite a tough task, so hopefully you got a couple of those at least. Continuamos entonces. So today's class, we're going to do some independent thinking about what you've studied and learnt this term. We're going to practice a little bit of grammar and practice some vocabulary as well at the end. Empezamos entonces. What I have learnt this term, and it's really important for us. It's part of our learning. When we really think about what we have learned, it really helps to solidify that knowledge in your mind. So it's really important to do this. So your task is to look through your books or look through your papers, because I know some of you are running out of your books, and to draw 2 mind maps, two mind maps. The first one is on vocabulary and topics that we have covered over the last 5 weeks in this term. And the second one is to do a mind map of the grammar points that we have covered this term. Okay, and those two to combine gives all the beautiful work that we have done this term. Now, some of you might be thinking, I can't remember what a mind map is. So I'm going to show you what a mind map looks like and how you'll be doing it for the topic, which has been Mi Familia for the last 5 weeks. So this is an example of vocab and topic. So I've only put 3 here, and how you basically do it is like this. Give yourself lots of space on a sheet of paper. You might need a whole A4 sheet of paper, or you might need a whole page in your book. Right in the middle, vocab topics, and then do lots of lines shooting off and write down all of the things that we've done. So we've done family members like siblings, hermano, hermanas, aunts, cousins. We've done our numbers up to 100 now. We've done pets. We've done an awful lot more things. So I'd like you to populate, which means write them all in around that mind map. So that's for the vocab and topics. I'd also like you to do another one on the next page for grammar. So I've given you 2 here. We've learned how to do possessive adjectives, haven't we? So mis, tus, sus. We've done a few verbs. I've written down one of them, the verb llamarse, to be called. So that's 2 of lots of different things that we've done. So I would like you to now pause this video and probably spend a good 7 to 8 minutes looking through your book or your papers and writing down the vocab and the grammar. Okay, so pause me whilst you do that task. Excelente, muy bien. Hopefully that's really refreshed in your mind some of the things that we've done. Now I have done for you, as you can see, here's one I made earlier, a mind map of the vocab and topics with a lot more detail about what we have done. If you haven't managed to write all of that yourself by looking in your books, then it might be a good idea to pause this video and write that down so you've got a good, accurate sort of summary really of everything that we've done. And so pause me if you haven't done that so you can do it now, or alternatively move on and look at the grammar. Okay, so some different grammar points that we have covered. If you haven't picked up all of those points, pause this video and write those down in your books. Okay, so pause this video whilst you do that. Excelente, muy bien. And that really should solidify and consolidate some of the learning that we've done in your mind and make you remember, oh yeah, we did do that after all. Continuamos entonces. So a little bit of grammar practice for you. Vamos a practicar la gramática. Let's practice some grammar. So 2 of the most important verbs that we have done over the course of this module was ser, to be, and tener, to have. These are irregular verbs in Spanish, so there's no hay más remedio, there's nothing else for us to do but to learn them off by heart. So I would like you to refresh your memory, ideally do this task without looking in your book, and complete the grid with the verbs conjugated correctly where there are spaces. So write that grid in your book, give yourself lots of space to do that, and fill in the gaps. So if you pause this video for about 3 minutes whilst you do that task. Excelente. Vamos a ver. Let's see how you got on with that. So these are your answers. There's 12. Hopefully you've got, I'm hoping for about 9 or 10 at the very least, ideally 12. If you've got 12, fantastic, or you've done really, really well. So I'll just tell you the pronunciation. You can pause this video so you can practice. So the verb ser, we have soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son. And for the verb tener, we have tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, and tienen. Okay, and you've got your translations as to what they mean. So it might be worthwhile pausing this video, practicing the pronunciation and really making sure you are really clear on those 2 key verbs. They are really, really important. Okay, continuamos. Muy bien, you're doing really, really well. Hopefully you've come to this point of the class and you've still probably got at least 10 to 15 minutes left. Y ahora vamos a practicar el vocabulario. So we're going to practice the vocabulary. I would like all of you to go onto Quizlet, please. There's your link, and hopefully your teacher will have posted it as a separate link so you can click on it really quickly. And I'd like you to revise all the vocabulary that we have done this topic. Spend at least 10 minutes on this. Make sure you focus on the study section first of all, the learn, write, spell and test. Once you've done all that, you can do the play section. Match is the best one, so I recommend you do that. Okay, so whatever time you've got left now until the end of the lesson, please concentrate on practicing your vocabulary. Okay, so well done everyone. I'll say goodbye to you whilst you get on with that. Bien hecho, well done, great work, and I will see you next time. Gracias, hasta luego.